Alright, we've had some lunch now, floated some wool on. We're gonna meet the wool broker up at the shearing shed and send some more off to get sold. What's that? Oh, try not to.
Why are you doing all downwards?
Getting them all off the back of the ute.
Why?
So that Pete can take them.
Huh?
Do you want to stand over there near those red drums?
Where?
See if you
But
can-
there's sheep.
What's that?
But there's sheep.
There's not sheep in the shed.
There is. Just...
You're alright. Good job, that's a good spot.
Do it.
Alright, we unloaded the wool off the back of the ute.
Do it.
No, I'm doing the GoPro.
Do it.
Unloaded the wool off the back of the ute. Now we're just over here in the beans having a bit of a look. And they're growing alright, aren't they, Alex?
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah, the glasses on.
You got the glasses on. Yeah. They are quite thin, as I knew they would be. Yeah. There's a fair bit of space between plants. If they are spread evenly, it would look better. But yeah. It will be interesting to see what happens. It's not very sunny, but they're growing good. We'll see if we can pull one up. Here they are. Oh, they've even got some nitrogen nodules on there. Look at that. Those are it's nodulating nicely there.
Can we try?
Yep. What are you going to tell the GoPro, Alex?
There's Papa's you.
There is Papa's you.
Let's go see it.
Okay. Turn the GoPro around so it can see you. A bit more of a crop update. Left Alex with Papa and just came down here to the wheat. It's looking good. There's a few blocks, block rows by the look of it at the end, but it's looking really good. Very happy. It's looking really good. I was hoping to spread it with urea today before the rain, but there's rain coming tomorrow. But I couldn't get onto any urea, so that's alright. It'll just have to be next week, I think, when everything else probably needs to happen. But that's okay as well. It's looking good. I'm on foot. I decided to walk down to the canola to have a look how it was going. It is cold. Very cold. The wind is chilly. It's looking good. Looking really good. Beans are dying. Canola's growing. Look at that. I'm very happy. Have a look at this. There's this plant right here or right there that looks nice and big, tall. And then there's this plant, still only 2 leaves. Amazing, amazing how much difference there is. Very small area. Gee, that's looking nice. Will be interesting to see what it turns out like this year. Let's hope the price kicks a bit, because geez, canola price is fairly low at the moment. Look at that new beanie. That looks flash. There goes the wool. There it goes, Alex. What up, farm? It's Thursday today.
Yeah, big one.
We're going to continue the crop tour theme. We got Alex in here, Jetty's in the back. There he is. We're just going to go around Dad's place and have a look at the crops, starting with these beets. They're looking pretty good. I won't drop it, it's okay. There's a lot of clover, fair few broadleaves out there. A lot of grasses too. But we'll get on to the grasses, spraying the grasses out soon, and the broadleaves will really just have to be what they be. This is Dad's other paddock of beans. This is where the Commodus barley was last year, and yeah, it's wet. There's plenty of water lying around, same as the other paddock. Plenty of grass, not that many broadleaves, but still a few. They're looking good. I'm really interested to see what they end up like this year down here, because we've never grown them down here, so yeah, it'll be interesting. Yum?
Yeah. Hey, Papa.
Alright, Alex, here's Papa's wheat, some of Papa's wheat. It's looking a bit yellow, actually. Looking pretty good though.
It rained last night.
It did rain last night. That'll be helping the wheat, won't it? You can't see it. There's a couple of emus over there.
You ready?
It's looking good back here. Where the paddocks are joined together, looks good. It will be interesting, very interesting, to harvest across them and see if there's any difference, notable difference in the yield. No, I've locked your window so you can't put it down. Uh-oh, look at this. Papa hooked the fence when he was sowing. Oh no. She's all bundled up.
What happened?
I might deal with that. While I'm out here, I'll just have a look at the wheat. It's a very wet spot here, and by the looks of it, in this patch it's getting eaten by kangaroos. Anyway, it's looking pretty good. We'll get out here off the headland. Look at that. If I knew what growth stages were, I'd tell you what growth stage it is, but I don't know. It's green and it's growing and it's looking good. I like it. Here's Dad's canola. It's looking pretty good. It was sown a few days later than mine, but not too much. And it hasn't had any urea. So it's yeah, it's not as advanced as what ours is. What's that?
Didn't get too close.
Oh yeah, Papa didn't get close to this fence, too close to this fence.
No.
Still standing up, isn't it?
Why?
Kids, eh? Good one, Papa. Yeah, but it's looking alright. Bit of urea anytime now, and a bit of rain, and this will just get shooting for the stars. We really need to get on here and spray the grasses out. Dad has got atrazine, TT canola, meaning we can put simazine and atrazine on here. So we need to get on to that ASAP before the grass gets too big, but it's looking really good. So somewhere along here, I can't even remember where it was, I did a ripping trial where I ripped some, and I can't even see it at the moment. Oh, that was a fence post. Ugh. Yeah, anyway, the crop looks the same. whether it's ripped or not. So anyway, we'll see what it shows up later on in this. We ran over a fence post that we forgot to take away. See if it makes any difference later on in the year. So this is the paddock that we got bogged in a few times with the header last year. We were going to sow vetch in here, but there was so much volunteer barley, which is good sheep feed, that we decided to go in with balansa clover, just virtually dropping it on the top just to keep our rate right, because it's hard to get it right with a spreader of some kind. This is the balansa that we sowed. It's growing alright. It's there. We spread some super on here. It should, we're not going to see it do anything, provide much feed until sort of August. So, or after August probably, even into September it'll start, should start going. When it starts warming up and we get a bit of sunlight, it'll really start growing. But it's there, it's growing, it's looking good. Yeah, we'll come in and spray the grasses out, and this will be primed, ready for wheat next year. This paddock here was the last one we sowed before we went out north. It's our only paddock of vetch. We might harvest it, we might cut it for hay, we might graze it. Not really sure what we're going to do yet, but it's coming up, looking alright. It probably needs an insecticide. I'm seeing a bit of bug damage. Yeah, it's copping it. So probably we need to get out here as soon as we can to do that as well. But it is coming up pretty good. Alright, this is the paddock that we really struggled with the hogweed on, and we just ended up dropping the wheat on top of the ground up here, and it's grown pretty well, actually, surprisingly well. This stuff was not worked, it was just dropped on top of the hogweed, and it's grown. It's looking really good. Yeah, amazing, really amazing. Yeah, I don't know what I was expecting, but I didn't expect it to look like this. I guess I thought putting it on the top there wouldn't be much come up, but here it is, and it's looking good. This here is some Commodus barley that we sowed, and you can tell by the colour of it we put Overwatch on it. There is some bleaching, but not a whole lot. Yeah, a whole lot less than what we have found in the past, and that is due to us sowing our seeds deeper in the ground and at a slower speed, meaning that the treated soil that's on top, the chemical that's on top, doesn't throw into the row on top of the seed as much. Yeah, it seems to look pretty good. It's come up pretty evenly, it's fairly clean. Overwatch does do a really good job. It gets the weeds really well. That's why we like using it. Even though it's hard on the crop, it does a good job on the weeds. So anyway, I think I might be able to see some sheep on the wheat. Time to hop off this wheat, you sheep. Looking pretty good over here. This is wheat into canola stubble. This is actually where the Nitro did its wheel motor last year, but it's looking good. That's another paddock of barley, and it's the same as before. It's got Overwatch on it. It's looking really good. It's just a little bit bleached, but not as much as other years, and it'll grow out of it really soon, I think. Here's another paddock of wheat on a vetch stubble. It's looking good. Yeah, same all of our wheat was really sown at the same time, so mine was sown a bit earlier up there. It's a bit more advanced than this stuff, but it's all very, very similar. This paddock is wheat looking good, that paddock's wheat looking good, the one over the corner there's wheat looking good. It's all looking good. Right, this paddock here and that paddock there is Commodus barley that we sowed before we went up to sow my wheat, and yeah, it's looking really good. It's fairly, well, it's not fairly advanced, but it's getting there. We had some trouble with the air seeder not sowing again, same as last year. We came over with the linkage spreader, spread out some barley, and then got a old set of harrows that we dragged across here and covered the seed up, or some of it. So that should be filling in. Once again, call it a trial. It'll be interesting to see what yield difference it makes. Frustrating though that it didn't sow. This paddock here is wheat on a canola stubble. Looking really good. Oh, you have a go and put them back in. Wheat on a canola stubble looking really good. Yeah. All in all, we've had a pretty incredible start to the year, really. Everything's looking good. Yeah, no complaints really, apart from those few bits that didn't sow, but we got them fixed up. Yeah, we've got another, I don't know how much rain coming today, but I had a look. 30 rains, you reckon?
Yeah.
30 mils?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alex reckons there'll be 30 mils. I don't know that there'll be that much, but there might be. You never know. I'd be saying there might be 15. But yeah, we'll just wait and see what comes. Perfect start. Everything's looking good. We got plenty of moisture in the profile, and yeah, the stage is set for a bumper harvest, I guess. We just gotta keep getting the rain and give the crops what they need, and hope that we don't get frosted in the other end of the year.
How much rain will it be there?
I think we'll get 15 millimeters. Let me ask you, how much rain you think it will be today?
4.
4? Ah. What happened to 30? I like your guess of 30.
We like this 4.
Ah. Well, I think she'll probably be closer to right, actually.
What?
Oh, it turns on.
When it does, if you like, have
And then do I press this circle button to turn it off?
yeah.
Yep.
How much rain are we going to get, Mum?
I reckon a lot.
We reckon 4.
4?
Yep.
Right.
It's dark. So
Alright, it's the next morning. Spoke to the Coast View cowboy this morning. He had 30 mils of rain. I didn't expect that. We were forecast like 10 to 15. He had 30 or 29. Anyway, we're on 24. I think you can see that. 24 mils. That's huge. Alex is a closer guess than me. Wow. 24. Incredible. I don't know that we'll be able to do much today. She's fairly wet. Look at all them puddles. Wow. Alright, so it's wet. It's very wet. There's water laying around everywhere. It's going to be too wet in the paddocks to do anything. As part of John's walk around, I didn't show very much of it or any of it. This is the safety walk around. He was recommended some changes going forward for our workshop. It's pretty messy. And John's words were a clean worksite is a safe worksite, and our workshop is a long way from that. There's just stuff everywhere. Yeah, so we're gonna make a start at cleaning it up. Something that I like, having a clean workspace, but as Dad said on the day, you just get busy, time gets filled up, and having a clean area to work in doesn't actually make you any more money, but it does make it easier. So we're gonna start and just try and start from here and work our way back, tidying as we go. We've got a big pile of rubbish here that needs to go. Yeah. The key to it all is making a start, so that's what we're going to do. It's a bit overwhelming though. Alright, we did some. Ended up bringing the skip a bit closer. It's got a lot more in it than what when we started. I know it's not good, but it's better. And that's all we're trying for. Weird noise that bird's making. We can now use our anvil again. The welding table's not full of stuff. It's easy to walk around, safe to walk around. Safe to walk right up here. We cleared out a heap of stuff. Dad went through an absolute mountain of screws and nails and stuff, and now we've got that all sorted out a bit better. Yeah. We're just on the start of the journey though, because there's a jolly lot of stuff on there. Anyway, I'm being real with you. No hiding anything here. I'm not proud of what it looks like, but it's a start on making it better. And it will be much better when it's all tidy. Alright, next job is to take all this wool, which is mainly sheep poo, it's crutchings, put it in the buggy, take it away and put it in some trees somewhere. Let's see how this goes. Have a look at that, that's a fair bit more clear. Anyway, only took 3 loads. I'm not sure what he wants to do with those other 2 butts or 3 butts, but we'll let him decide that. Alright, today's a big day. Ugh. We have a very little girl who's having a very big birthday today. And I've just lit the smoker and we're going to be smoking a piece of beef to make some beef and gravy rolls. So, see how it goes. Alright, she's in. It's a beef blade roast. Seasoned, marinated overnight with mustard and soy sauce. And then coated with garlic salt and Cajun seasoning this morning, and more mustard, and put in, sitting around 50 degrees is what this temperature gauge is saying, thermometer is saying, but it was really cheap and I don't think it's very accurate. I don't know. I normally use between 50 and 100 when I've done it other times. But yeah, it's looking good. We just got our fire down here. Got some red gum sleepers that we're burning. The smoke comes through, cooks the meat, then out the chimney. And it leaks out of here a fair bit, the smoke. Yeah, see how it goes. It is 8 o'clock now. That's when I put it in. 8 o'clock. Yeah, I don't know. We might pull it out at 1, something like that. How many hours will that be? 5 hours? We'll see. See what it looks like.